How are you, Sherm? You good?
Doing good. Yourself?
Very good, thank you. It's been a lovely weekend. What you been up to?
Yeah. I was just watching the Knicks get their butt kicked in Game 7.
Oh, we.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to be late, but they're getting their butt kicked, so
so you're not bothered. You don't
yeah.
support them anymore.
Nope, it's all over.
Okay, welcome guys. Welcome to the Raptorium Weekly Update on the 19th of May 2024. It's really nice to have you with us. I am expecting David Owen Morris. He said he was going to be on, but he's not here just yet, which is totally fine. Weekend's been great. The sun's been out.
It's unusual for over there, right?
What's that?
It's unusual for over there, right? You don't see the sun much in
That's
UK.
not very much, but when it comes out, it is very nice.
Yeah.
Uh, been to a few parties over the weekend as well.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm just going to ask David if he's coming on.
All right.
All right, I'm just going to get started. David will be here in a bit. Okay, let's have a look what's been going on. Okay, we did mention on previous streams now that we've been working with Michael J on building Raptorium AI. We was focused on three aspects of AI. One aspect is the public-facing AI, sorry, to help the public out with anything to do with Raptorium. Then we've got the business aspect of the AI, which allows businesses to learn how they can integrate with Raptorium and the processes to do it and the benefits that they can get from a blockchain integration such as Raptorium, and then also a team version of the AI as well, where it just helps us out in the background with anything that we need to help the project build and expand. So those are the AIs that have been worked on, and now we have a site link which is working and is up and live, and we're currently testing that out between the team members. We're just looking at it between the core team members at the moment, but then we're going to expand it to the rest of the team this week, so everyone can test that out. It's really nice, and there's a little tab on the side where you can put some information about your business as well, and it will also give you a guide on Raptorium integration. This is just a test page at the moment, but this can be placed in any site environment, which is really nice. So a big thanks to H&S and also Michael J, who's been working on that aspect of the project. David, I did get a little worried, but you're here now. Can't hear you. You need to switch your mic.
That better?
That's better, yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Weird. I never got a sound for the call.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
Well, it's at the same time every time.
Yeah.
Bridge. What's going on with the bridge, mate? Lots of work been going on there.
It's more or less done. It's ready for testing on testnet shortly, and once we've run through a few rounds of testing on the testnet, it should be good to go. We've got a new developer on board, Blaze, who is working on that. And yeah, we should be into full beta testing at some point in the coming week or two.
Excellent.
So it's pretty good. Looking forward to getting that running.
Jay Pereira, he says, let's activate subtitles in Portuguese and other languages. We can't do the subtitles on the live stream because this is live, but we can do the subtitles on the finished recorded streams, and H&S does add those. I think we do actually have Portuguese, if I'm not mistaken, and many other languages as well. So if you want to check out the stream that H&S posts after the fact, then you will see subtitles on there. I've just seen Hunter's just said yes, so you're all good. If you want to watch the stream after with subtitles, then it will all be there. Yeah, sorry, David. Carry on.
Yeah, no problem. So, Bridge is good. Looking forward to that. What else is going on with code? We put out a new testnet release that fixes the really annoying broken tooltip in the Qt wallet, and it ensures that root assets are uppercase only. What it also does is it potentially improves the efficiency of our quorums. Our quorums being the good stuff that stop 51% attack from happening and protect from ghost nodes by banning fake nodes on the network. You've seen a lot if you've been following many of the new masternode coins. You've seen a lot of coins having problems with huge numbers of fake nodes being online because their quorums aren't working. The testing and voting cycle for this release has been sped up somewhat to mainly test node voting and the changes in deployment we can bring in with node voting. I think that pretty much covers what's going on with the testnet release and code on that.
He was mentioning about IPFS.
IPFS is, I think that's still a release or two away. We can add it manually to assets at the moment, but we should be getting a very simple UI for adding IPFS hashes directly to assets. Eventually, wallets will also be able to display any IPFS we've added to assets. If you look up assets in the wallet, or if you're inspecting your own assets in the wallet, but that's still some time off because that's a fairly major upgrade to do securely to the wallet, particularly since it involves connecting to, in this case, it's initially going to just be a private IPFS cluster, but it does involve the wallet talking to something that isn't necessarily another network node. In the longer run, we might host a private cluster directly on the nodes instead of anywhere else, which would allow the additional security of basically still being talking to a node, but there's going to be an intermediate stage before we get there. What else is going on? The certification course we've been working on is still in the very early stages, but it looks like it's going to be a work in progress for the next several months. If anybody out there happens to have any academic course design experience, then it would be nice to get a couple more sets of eyes on it. Basically, collaboration is very welcome. Please reach out to either H&S or myself.
I think you should explain what that is as well.
We're in talks with a university about getting something up and running similar to the Lloyd's certificate. There are quite a few universities out there at the moment that offer a certification from Lloyd's, the English insurance provider in blockchain, the maritime industry, or for logistics and shipping. And we're in talks with the university in Panama about basically getting something similar up and running through them, potentially even getting the course certified via Lloyd's or somebody similar.
And why would this be good, David?
Because basically all the maritime students at the university who are doing technical optional subjects, they would be then introduced to RTM as part of the course.
Okay, brilliant. So as David says, if anyone's got any academic course design experience, then please get in touch with H&S or David. What
We're
else?
on the way. We're on the way into summer. Please be careful out there. We've seen it since 2015, 2016. Summer is scam season, so be careful out there. Don't get too involved with too many new projects. They are usually shitty if they launch over the summer. Rug pulls, all kinds of problems. They always tend to crop up from basically late May until the end of July or something like that. So just take care out there. It's scam season.
We'll have to get Edwin on here to let us know what all the scams are.
Yeah.
Okay, as you know, we're building a new site in the background, Site 2.0. It is code named at the moment. There is lots more work that has been done on that site, fixing bugs in the 3D framework. We've added better animations now, and most of the technical stuff is also fixed for the team scenes and things like that. We've got a new review of all of that in a few days' time with additional tasking. So we are ploughing on with that, and we're still excited about getting that out. And it's looking good. Excellent work over there by the team. Also, as you know, Charlie's got a team building the Winterborn game. There's lots more work being done on that. The team's active. So that's all I'm going to say on that at the moment. Also, from Wednesday, I'm going to be away as I'm taking the family to Disneyland. So I haven't asked him yet, but maybe Michael J might want to do a stream while I'm away. That'd be nice if he could do one.
Yeah.
I'll have to message him after the stream, actually.
I've just remembered that on the that I won't be around for the next one either.
You won't be around?
No, I'll be back in hospital from the
All right.
26th until the 27th.
Okay. Well, it's up to you, Michael, if you want to do one or not. Me and David won't be here, but maybe you could wing something that none of us could produce. You could wing something amazing. I don't know. Maybe you could live stream your whole AI thing and show what the possibilities are or something. I don't know. That'd be a nice stream to have. Yeah, so I'll be away from Wednesday onwards, the week onwards. Actually, it's a bit longer than a week. It's like 9 days. So I will check my phone occasionally. But I'm not going to totally go missing. Also, if any of you would like to rig trivia nights as well, please go ahead. Sherm, you're more than welcome to rig trivia. You could be the trivia master if you want. Ali Card says, "I'll be cool having Tree on the show." Well, that would be cool. Yeah, if Tree could hop on the stream, that would be really nice. Okay. All right, Sherm, how's things with you? And I haven't really checked the Discord that much over the weekend, so if there's anything I've missed.
The community's good. I mean, I think everybody's just busy testing the new assets code that got released or became activated, I should say. And obviously some of the updates have been pushed out. I think there's another update coming. I think Charlie posted some additional fixes. So obviously stay up to date on the, you'll see like some of the development channel on the Discord or on the GitHub or in the testnet channel. So stay up to date on those wallet updates and keep testing, report any bugs or issues or improvements you see. And if you need testnet RTM to get started with the testing, just reach out to anybody in the testnet channel. There's plenty of testnet RTM to go around.
Awesome stuff. I'm just going to check the chat now for any questions. Footwise is saying stream buffering. Don't know.
It seems okay. I'm on the call, so yeah.
Are you on the call and watching it at the same time?
Watch at the same time, not today. So
all right, okay.
They're right or not.
Okay. Guys, if you've got any questions for us, please send them to either the stream party chat or at the YouTube chat as well, and we'll answer any questions. I did have a question that come in before the stream, and let me just check that out. Okay, this one's for David. From a development perspective, what happens after assets go live on mainnet?
After assets go live on mainnet, we start working on decoupling, transaction decoupling, which is our scaling solution. Actually, we've already started working on it, but nothing that's ready for release or review or anything like that, even remotely yet.
Okay, and next question is, what happens from a marketing perspective? I suppose I'll answer that. I mean, when assets go live on mainnet, it's crucial from a marketing perspective to enable the launch gains traction. That's what it's all about. I think announcement and communication are important. We need to clearly communicate the launch through varying channels such as social media, blogs, newsletters, and also press releases as well. You know, help creating the buzz and awareness among potential users and also investors. Another aspect of the marketing, people don't think it's marketing, but it still is education and resources. Without detailed resources such as guides, FAQs, and also tutorials, it's pointless having assets on mainnet, because we want to explain to new users how to use their assets along with the benefits and also any technical details, so they can get a feel for what they can do with it, and it brings a bit more confidence in new users as well. Also, another big part of it is community engagement. So, you know, engaging with the community through forums, social media, and also live Q&A sessions. So we'll do similar things to what we're doing on the streams, but we'll have it dedicated to assets, just to help address concerns or questions that might arise, and also again building a loyal user base. Another thing as well, but it's more of a business thing, is partnerships and collaborations. We do have, as David mentioned before, we've got various companies and businesses that we talk to, but also another important part of this is having exchanges, being able to support the assets as well. So that's marketing in its own right, to have RTM assets freely tradable on the open market, basically increasing the utility and the acceptance of assets around. That's really important. An important driver for people to want to build, because they know that they can transact it anywhere they want. There's also incentives and promotions. We've also talked previously about what we're going to do. So we're going to be launching promotions such as airdrops of assets, also staking rewards, and discount offers as well, to encourage adoption and usage. And we've also got a lot of branding and things that's been created by Zlata ready for the release, so we can keep everything uniform throughout it all. Another thing as well is I think monitoring as well. If we've got a successful, not successful, what can I think? A good way of monitoring the assets' performance across the network and gain users' feedback. We need an easy way of doing that. It can help make necessary adjustments and also improvements as we roll on. And also continuing to market the assets after the launch and keeping it consistent, regular updates. Again, as I've mentioned before, success stories of people using the assets, and continuous engagement to keep the momentum going after the fact. I think a combination of all those steps is helpful in maximizing the impact of the new assets going live on Raptorium's mainnet, to ensure they gain the success and necessary attention and usage that they require. David, what happens from a business perspective? I've tried to go on marketing. I did touch on business, but sorry.
But I mean, it's but the two go hand in hand a lot of the
They do,
time.
don't they?
So,
They do, yeah.
I mean, a large part of it is also going to be getting third-party marketplace out and running. I know that's being worked on at the moment. Another big part of it is that we put together the official vendor platform. I suppose that's actually the next, well, that's probably going to be the next visible thing that happens with development is the vendor platform itself. Once we get that up live, out and running, so we can start getting some ambassadors out, talking to people, talking to smaller businesses, and seeing who might or might not be interested in making use of the network. We're also looking at some incorporation beyond just the Seychelles in order to basically facilitate easy payments. So businesses can make use of the network without actually having to purchase crypto, without having to do any of all those things. They can just come on, make a $5 to $10 payment with a credit card, make use of the network, and use the QR codes the network will be able to provide to link to immutable assets on a dedicated Explorer. But this is a bit further down the road.
Alicard's asking, what's decoupling?
Decoupling basically means that most of the transactions are no longer going to be in the blocks themselves. They're going to move to the node network, and what's going to go into the blocks is, what do we call it? Is the commitments from the quorums and the transaction hashes. The quorums are the groups of nodes on the network that sign transactions into the blockchain, so they cannot be altered in a 51% attack. So what's going to happen is those signatures are going to be there, the hash of the transaction is going to be there, rather than all the data of which little bits were spent for creating this transaction, how they were divided into the outputs. Like, let's say you're sending out a transaction that goes out to 10 people instead of just one, and all of that information isn't going to be in the primary block any longer. So you can fit a lot more transactions in there.
Hey, David, I've just asked our new AI to explain what transaction decoupling is like a 5th grade. So if you like, I can go through that. In fact, I'll send it to you, and can you go through it in your children's voice that you you know, the voice that you speak to my kids, the big piggy voice. You know what I mean? I'll send that you. It's in the VIP chat.
All right. Let's imagine you have a toy train set where the train can carry different types of cargo like toys, books, and snacks from one place to another. Normally, the train carries all these things together in one trip. But what if we decided to send each type of cargo on different trains? That way, toys go on one train, books on another, and snacks on yet another train. This makes it easier to manage because each train is only dealing with one type of cargo. In the world of cryptocurrencies like Raptorium, transaction decoupling is a bit like sending different cargoes on separate trains. Normally, when you make a transaction like sending RTM coins, it gets mixed with lots of other types of information and all of it gets processed together. But with transaction decoupling, we separate these different types of information and process them independently. This can make the whole system faster and more efficient because each piece of information is handled on its own, just like our separate trains for toys, books, and snacks. This way, everything can move smoothly without waiting for the other items.
There we go.
Somewhat accurate. Yeah.
That wasn't the same voice, David. It was slightly different. You usually go really low. Really low. Anyway. I think people got the gist anyway. Okay, guys, have you got any more questions for us? There's a couple from Ali Card. It will be possible to have POW coins inside RTM? Question mark.
In the long term, sure.
Coin in a coin.
You'll be able to have, for example, yeah, yes and no. I mean, to be a coin, you really need to be on your own blockchain. So in that sense of it, no. But in just about every other sense of it, yes. Because we are adding Apache Spark, and Apache Spark can do pretty much anything. So you could have, let's say, an asset on the RTM chain with an attached smart contract that says you need to hash such and such and submit it to the contract in order to gain release of some assets. So in that way, yeah.
How will RTM try to reach more devs after Apache Spark?
That's easy. Good old-fashioned regular advertising. And we're already on a lot of forums where there are a metric ton of people. Plus, in the community, we have, I can think of the first 100 to 200 people from the community who actually have some of the skill sets we're working for. And once we get that initial ball of momentum rolling, it should keep growing quite nicely on its own with just a bit of advertising and steady stream of educational content coming out from the team.
Apache also do events. I've been to a couple in the past, and it would be a very interesting time to bring something there that utilizes their language sets. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that as well. Maybe do a presentation at the Apache conference. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nick is saying, did Binary give an update on his meetings? Yes, I did. I've had a couple of meetings with the game developer. I'm due to have another one. Just waiting for the new code for testnet, and I'll book a new meeting with the guy. Yeah, all good. Okay, we do have a CryptoSmith stream today. I assume he's going to put the finishing touches to the sword, maybe like the logo and some other things onto the handle, or maybe he's going to make something totally different. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that the name for the stream would be quite fitting, because we're putting the finishing touches to the testnet code, and the sword's also got the finishing touches. Sherm, have you got something planned for your bag?
I got something, yeah.
And does that fit in line with the title?
Somewhat.
Okay, all right. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for tuning in. Please do stick around for the CryptoSmith stream. Also, make sure you're following us at Raptorium. That's at Twitter and Instagram. And you'll be pleased to know, David Owen Morris, that we are no longer doing threads.
Good.
It's done. So we're primarily now focusing on the Twitter. We've got a few guys on there now, and yeah, we're ditching threads, especially on the run up to assets. That's our main social media output at the moment, so it's only right that we focus on that. Alicard saying, why what? Why did we get rid of threads? Uh,
I mean, threads is pretty much a waste of time and space.
there's not that many people on there that are receptive to the work that's needed to be active on there in comparison to X. So we're going to focus on X. But what we are doing, we're not totally ditching threads. We're just going to be automating it. Because now we've got the ability to automate all our content straight over to threads without even touching it. So we're still going to be on there posting, but it's not going to actually be a person doing it. It's going to be a robot doing it. So yeah, that's the reason why, and I think it's important that we do focus on our main areas. All right, yeah, cheers guys, thanks for tuning in.